But chat, first off, on the Sinday Talk, the situation with the reckless Ben and minifigs has been moved to a federal court. Move comes after the Utah judge declined to sign a modifying restraining order that could affect whether Ben could post Part 3. The fact that it's going to a federal system has been moved to federal because the judge over there is like, nuh-uh. And they're like, okay, we're going to federal system now. And it's like, so now it's going to be Ben versus the state of the 4th district the 4th district court of the Utah County, state of Utah. So I guess, yeah, that's I will not be surprised again, like from what has happened, as I told you guys, is like what Ben has done during this whole situation has had a paper trail. And that's probably the worst thing because everyone has seen it. And they could remove it from YouTube. Yes, they could. However, now, because, it's been out for a while, people have already seen the horrible system in Utah. And I'm just saying, if the federal system gets involved, it's not going to be good for that court. Because the fact is, a lot of people have seen it. The favoritism, the sliding the stuff under the rug kind of thing, making sure that, bricks and minifigs does not get any kind of heat from this situation. And it's like, dude, okay. I'm okay. Again, this is welcome to Sin's a little tinfoil hat theory talk right now. I'm still thinking there's more stuff going on in here, guys. I'm sorry, but it's just the fact that like they're trying so hard to defend them. It's just insane. Going on back to that right there, for me getting a little sidetracked right there. But yes, the reckless Ben situation with the bricks and minifigs lawsuit. Again, tinfoil hat theory. I don't know how many times I have to say the tinfoil hat theory. I'm thinking there's more stuff besides Lego. Honest to God. And the judge over there that was like, nah, we're not going to do it. They put like, restriction on the freedom of speech and freedom to cover, which is like freedom of press too. I forgot to say that a while back. The fact that they're terrified over a 20-minute video for Part 3 is probably to the fact that it's going to show a lot more of what the county, like the sheriffs and police department, or primarily not the sheriffs, but the police department there, has done in order to cover up the bricks and minifigs situation that has happened. And I will say this: if they find something that's more than just the missing Legos, I will not be surprised. Like, I think this is like a front, like, well, like, what's the other one that the people say, like, it's like a sweatshop or something like that. It's like, that's what they do. I honestly would not be surprised if that is the case, because it feels like that is a front. I will be waiting to see how the federal court system looks at it. And they're going to be like, yeah, no, they can post it. Whoever the person who put that restraining order in is an idiot. Honestly, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because I told you, like, one of my family members, I like told them, like, hey, this is a situation. They're like, oh no, that they can't do that because of XYZ reasons and blah 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 blah. They then went to go on saying whoever the person who put that restraining order in and signed it has got to be the dumbest person in that county. And they're astonished that they actually got that position. That's what one of the Lion cousins said right there. So it's like, hey, if the Lion cousin, it also works around the same system, like, I'm not gonna say where, called you a fucking the biggest fucking idiot in the fucking county that you're working in, and in the state, just, yeah, that's not a good thing right there, because the internet was probably going to be pointing and laughing at them. Well, once the federal court system sees them and be like, yeah, Yeah, I don't even know why this got to us. I don't even know why they signed it. That like we're gonna have to look into some more stuff though. That's exactly what's more or less what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, why is this here? And then they're gonna be like, something's not adding up. Because again, like, look, this is probably like my 12th or 18,000th fucking cents kicking in right now. I don't know, but I feel like there's something more again than just Legos afoot here. Something more is going on than just missing Legos. We'll have to wait and see in part 3 though, because honestly, I'm looking forward to it. This was on the 27th, which was yesterday, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because holy shit. Bricks and minifigs and the state of Utah, primarily that county, oh, they're not going to have a good day. I will just say that now that the federal system has been put into, like, now this has been put in to the eyes of the federal court system, they're going to be like, wait a minute, why is this here? Next on the Sinday Talk. Yes, I know this is a little late now. Be covered, but yeah, Discord is testing a new living room voice channel layout. The users will be able to switch to a view which displays everyone in different relaxed seats. They also have the thing called a cook chair. I do not know what a cook chair is to this day. I will figure it out at some point. I'm still running on dial-up speed, by the way, so just give me time, guys. Give me time. But it does look interesting. It does look cozy. I like the way how they put the Elgato capture lights on the background over there. I don't know. It just looks interesting. Also, I don't think those 3 up there are also seats. I don't think those count as seats. Actually, anything can count as a seat, chat, if you believe hard enough. As a wise being once said. I don't know which wise being once said that, but I know a wise being did say that. Next on the Sinday Talk. Yes, I know this is like no big surprise. GTA 6 has been confirmed. GTA 6 will officially be at $80. I still hate that, by the way. Ultimate is $100. Kind of figured. There will be no disc. Sad. You get a downloaded coupon in a box. I see, so they copied from Nintendo. Why? Yeah. Okay, I'll just be quiet now. I literally could just like start singing that song right there and just like fucking crashing out. But yeah, they literally copied from Nintendo. I told you guys, Nintendo opened the fucking like box first. They opened Pandora's box first. I told you. And then GTA 6 fucking put the nail in that coffin. Everything will be alright, chat. It'll be alright. They will still, you know what? This is a lie. They're gonna add in a disc. I know. You know what? You know what? And they're not even adding in the Steam version too, by the way. It's only PlayStation and Xbox. It will not be on Steam. It will not be on the computer version of Xbox Pass right there. So extra sad. And I hate it. I wonder how many people are going to like just look at that and be like, damn, Nintendo actually did it. And then GTA put the nail in the coffin. And I know a lot of games. I know for a fact, I believe you guys know for a fact too, a lot of developers, as Grums here said, every AAA executive is going to be like, yeah, $80. Yeah, that sounds about right as a standard. And we can save money and never ship a disc again. That's why we're charging $80. You would assume that, oh, if it's digital, it'll be cheaper. Just because there's no disc, you know? Like, because you're like, okay, if it's $80 and it's because of disc prices, then it's like, okay, you know what? Like, I guess I could understand that, but like digital $80, okay, bullshit. So I'm afraid, and I'm saying because I know some people are saying, oh, they're going to be adding a disc. There's a disc, guys. There has to be a disc. Or we're just gonna be a box with a fucking code, like what Nintendo did. If it's gonna be anything that they did, they're gonna be like, we have experimented with a new system called a skibadabadoobadah disc, and this disc right here will allow you to change and blah blah blah. Basically doing what Nintendo did with their cartridge for the Nintendo Switch 2. If they do that and they charge $90, oh my god. Something inside me will snap. I'll probably not be on stream when that if I'm on stream and someone sends that and be like, "Hey, Sin, did you see this?" Then yeah, I might crash out. Like, but I'll probably go off and go and put on BRB and while I'm actively crashing out. For probably 12, 15 minutes, give or take, you know, if a crash out, and then I'll be back. I'll be like, guys, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's not fine. I kind of hate that though, that GTA 6 did put the nail in the coffin, but I know a lot of AAA developers are going to be like, yeah, you know, if it works, if they do it, I can do it too. Not every game is going to be $80. I hate to break it to them. Especially at the beginning, as I like to say. At the beginning. Battlefield 2042 was the best game. Should be $90, $95 actually, to be fact. A lot of work was done. So much work was done. So much work that all the devs passed out. Some of them didn't wake up. We had to call an ambulance. But that 95. Definitely worth 95. What do you mean you're not gonna pay 95? What, like, do you guys not have wallets? Honestly, I would not be surprised if they do that. I will not be surprised. Like, guys, what, you don't have wallets? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still looking forward to GTA 6 whenever it gets put out on Steam. Next on Sinday Talk. Invincible Season 6 has been confirmed by the Invincible headquarters, which is the official the channel. So yeah, we're getting to Season 6. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, but like Sin, the animation shit though. It's okay. Yeah, it's not that it's not the best, obviously. But it's still something that I'm still interested in. I have seen the edits though on there that make it look more like cinematic, you know, like and make it pop out more. And I love that. I just also wish that, you know, they did that too. They're going to do a Blu-ray version. I'm telling you, I see it in the future. They're going to do a Blu-ray version of Invincible, and it's going to look a lot more better. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, season 6 has been confirmed for the exact date. My sources right here. I don't know, but it is in the works, so that's good. Next on the Sinday Talk, and this is from Bungie at Bungie. This was posted on June 25th, 2026 at 4:18 in the afternoon over here. With great sadness, we are announcing a reduction in the force as we reorganize. As leaders of the Bungie, past and present, we recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations. I don't need to read the rest because I think chat knows this by now. But yeah, we're not having any more Destiny 2. No Destiny 3. There are like you're not getting the Destiny 2 any more expansions. Sorry about that. You're not getting Destiny 3. For Marathon, you know what? 15 more. You know what? 55 more seasons of a Marathon. The most anticipated game of the century. Destiny 2 right there, just fucking dying right now. Just like, oh my god. In fact, a lot of streamers that I know that are first timers are enjoying it, and they're like, what the heck? This is awesome. It's grindy though. That's for sure. 100% sure. Do not go into trials if you're brand new into it. Trust me. Unless you want cool stuff. And yeah, you can go into it. But trust me. Ooh, you're going to trials, let's just say. You're going to do that joke that I always do every time in a game. Yeah, it's not because they're better than you, and it's not because they go through all this extra like courses and training and all that montage and all that, so they're better than you. It's not because they're better than you, because they're hardcore cheating. That's the Destiny 2 PvP mentality. It's not because they're better than you, because they're hardcore cheating. But going back to the sad news right there, yeah, 50% of the workforce that has worked on Destiny has been laid off. Laid off, and is just fucking sad that this has happened. The fact that many people here, as well as Asmon Gold, as you can see right there, Grenader Jake, and a lot of other bigger content creators have also expressed their criticism on Sony's decision to lay off 50% of the staff and push out Marathon, a game that not that many people wanted. I mean, yes, I do see the player numbers on Marathon. I was like, look, there is a bit of an audience, but it's not enough to sustain a studio at that magnitude. And I will not be surprised if Marathon does get cooked because of the studio layoffs and they're not able to keep up with the Marathon updates anymore, meaning Marathon dries out, and because there's not enough content being put out at the time when they promise content is getting put out. And that is most likely going to be the future. I know some people are I know some people are not going to like that, especially Twitter or Blue Sky. You know, it's primarily Blue Sky because they're saying Marathon's still they're saying Marathon is the best invention ever made, second that of sliced bread. Yes, I said that. And the fact is they honest to God, they do say that a lot. But I will not be surprised if Marathon gets cucked and then, you know, goes the same way as Destiny 2 did. And I'm like, all of that criticism, all that hatred to a game that has guns and Michael Bay and probably the best community and the most helpful community too. And you know, story a little shaky. Other than that, everything really fun. Where did that bring you? Right next to us. In the game's graveyard. Welcome home. Welcome home, Concord 3. Go with your cousins right there next to the little cuckening chair or whatever the heck it's called. It's like, goddamn, man. I'm still upset though that this happened. Asmongold talked about it. Grenadier Jake talked about it. Azzacross talked about it. Oh my god, like so many people talked about it. Even went to Moist Critical. Yes, Moist Critical also talked about it too. And even he said that this is probably the biggest fumble that Sony can do, because one, they bought they bought Bungie. They also had access to Destiny and Destiny 2, which in all honesty it was printing a lot of money still, even though the player numbers did go down over time, as that always happens with every game. But the fact is, a lot of people still want a Destiny 2 more than a Marathon. There's less than I don't even know what the Marathon's numbers right now. I'm actually defer. I know like Destiny 2 is still popping off though. I'm very afraid to look at Marathon's player number though right now. 5,000 right now. 5,611 as of the time of recording this at 3:34 in the afternoon here in the EU. That's not that good, because usually it's still, you know, I mean, to me it's just like, I know how most of you guys, they like to do overnighters, and I know you guys are gonna be saying like, oh, but Sin, you see, but that's in the EU, so there's less people on. Okay, all right, okay, that is, you guys want the finer stuff in life. Got it. I can do it right now. Players on Destiny 2 right now, 69,409. So they were saying that Marathon is way more better. I don't know about that. I'm gonna get pissed if they take the servers off for Destiny 2, and then they were like, oh yeah, we have to get rid of Marathon 2. Sorry guys. It's been a real one, and then they just like peace off into the sunset, and then the people were like defending and saying Marathon's the best thing, it's better than sliced bread, and then they get shut down. They're like, and I'm just gonna look at them just like, sliced bread, you said. I really hope it was worth it of like pushing your agenda onto others. What did that cost us? It cost us 2 fucking games and a fucking well-known studio. And my sanity. But no one cares about that. Or theirs at that matter too. But that, yeah. God damn. I'm just gonna say this though. Sony could do Destiny 3. They just don't want to. Because they fucking hate it. And they hate that they're wrong. And they want to be right. That's the end of that right there. They just wanted to be right. It feels like a parent, like, you know, you're just like, have you guys had that instance where you tell your parents, you're like, oh well, it's actually this right here, and they're like, no, it's not this, and then they check it and they look at it and it actually is that, and then they still get pissed at you, and then they ground you for fucking like 2 weeks because of it, or like a month or whatever, like whatever the time that they decide to say, hey, you're grounded. No more fun, no TV. You can't go outside with the homies and all that kind of stuff for this amount of time still. And you're just like, but I was right. What the fuck you mean? That's exactly what it feels like what Sony just did. Like, we were showing them, yeah, no, this is actually what it is. And they're like, they just look at it, look at us, and be like, no Destiny 3. No more Destiny 2 updates. Go to your room. No TV for 2 nights, 2 days, and like something hours and minutes and days and seconds. And I don't, and I was like, what the fuck? That's exactly what this whole thing feels like. God damn. Next on the Sinday Talk, a Valve employee says buying RAM has become much higher due to the ongoing memory shortage and rising demand from AI companies. Always going back to AI. Gotta love that. According to the employee, memory suppliers come to Valve once a month with a price and a set amount of RAM that they can buy. Valve either accepts the deal or passes it on. The company says no, and supplier usually doesn't come back with another offer. I kind of hate that. And this was reported by Pirate Nation. LR also did chime in this, saying this shortage is getting ridiculous. No wonder the hardware prices are going through the roof. Yep. There was also a quote right there where it says, look through, hang on, what's it say? Look, there's no contracts, there's nothing. Those guys, they give us a price every month or something, and they say you can buy that many, and it's a yes or a no. And we say no, then they never talk to us again. Which I'm right here just like, wow, that's crazy. So you're saying no money, no business, that's it. The company says the current market has made the hardware components much more expensive than usual. I think that right there is just like bullshit. So you're saying if you say no to them, they're like, okay, well, we'll just take our RAM somewhere else. Fuck you, you little fish. And you know what? Like, your fucking door sucks and it's broken. Abba! Yeah, fuck you. And then you just walk out with out of a broken door. And you're just like, bro, what the fuck? I just said not now. Like that was it. Like, come back to us later. Like, we don't have anything going on, but like, my fucking door, man. You fucking punched it. And then proceeded to go out of it. Like, what was left of it? You just walked through it. You're just like, fuck it. The door is broken. Just what's left of it, I'll just go right through it. Breaks and it just broke the other part of the door. That was, I mean, either way you had to replace it, but now there's like more of a mess. Now you need to get the janitor, Susan, to clean it up. And they ain't gonna be happy that happened. I mean, and obviously you're not happy because now you don't have a fucking door. You can't goon on the CEO computer anymore. Yeah, but oh my god, like, I kind of hate that this is going on, and it's always AI. It always goes back to AI. You know what? There will come a day when AI takes over, and it'll be the Terminator. I'm telling you, that day's gonna happen. And I'm gonna look at you all dead in the eyes and say, yeah, that's a shame. So you're a cook now. Got it. I'm just gonna like just go somewhere else and watch you get like vaporized by a Terminator or something like that. I don't know. But goddamn, I fucking hate that shit right there. Like, I honestly feel like it's kind of scummy, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's a fucking business. It's a fucking business at the end of the day. Next on the Sinday Talk, going on with Valve's situation with the RAM prices and so forth and so on. But I can go on for another like maybe 40 minutes complaining about it, and I don't think chat wants me to go on to another 45 minutes complaining about one subject. Now we're going on. Xbox is now also increasing their prices to their consoles. The Xbox Series S 512 gigabytes is from $399 going up to $100 price increase. Same thing for the 1 terabyte version of it, and Xbox Series S 1 terabyte version, $649, going up to $800. Holy shit. That's a lot more than just $100 right there. That's wild. And an Xbox X 1 TB digital, yes, digital, 599 now to 750. That's insane. That is fucking insane. I will not be surprised when the next console comes out and is a lot more expensive. Probably to rival the price of the Steam machine at some point. Very soon, maybe. Maybe in the next, like, I don't know, year or so. I don't know. It's insane. If you're looking to get an Xbox, yeah, you're kind of fucked right now. I hate to say it. And going on from there, yes, there's more because this is going to be part of the whole section here. Yeah, it's not looking better. PlayStation, yeah, you guys too. Look at you, little butts right there. Kepler's, and you know, because this is also going on with console prices. And it was talking about the PlayStation 6. This is just like fan creation of this right here. It's not the actual PlayStation 6, but it's saying, this is what I think might be. I don't know. But Kepler L_L2 says the estimated cost to build a PlayStation 6 has risen about $200 since the 760 estimate he shared in March. According to him, the PlayStation 6 bill material BOM is now nearing $1,000. This covers only hardware and manufacturing costs, excluding the shipping market, retail margins, or taxes. Sony has a history of selling consoles at a little to no profit, or even at a loss, to keep the launch prices affordable. So did you want my right kidney or my left kidney? Just because of that. Because I know I would like, for like, if I want an Xbox, they're like, do you guys need that kidney? Or like, if I want a PlayStation and an Xbox, do you need my that whole kidney? Like, or do you need both of my kidneys? Because you know what? Like, I can live without a kidney. I'm not much of a drinker. But like, is that like one kidney or two kidneys? Because I just gotta do the math right now, how much I can get a kidney for. Which is crazy, because I know how much a kidney costs. I actually looked it up. Don't ask me why. I was debating on something. Yes, that's how bad it got. I was like, I do want to get more tech. Dear Lord, why is it so expensive? I honestly will not be surprised if it'll get to the point where it's like, yeah, that'll be one kidney for a PlayStation 6. But I don't have any more kidneys. Oh, well, yeah, it grabs the box away from them. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame right there. Next. It's like, bro, what the hell? Even Alara's like, Alara's been on this stuff too, especially like Madame Salvi. That I'll be honest with you, like, I'm crashing out a little bit, even though I don't have a PlayStation. I mean, I do have a PlayStation, but I don't use it anymore. But like, I'm like, god damn. At that point, I might as well get a PC and start pirating. I mean, tactically acquiring stuff, as I told chat to always say, not pirating, or like borrowing, tactically acquire or borrowing stuff from buddies from the internet is the term to say. You're borrowing a movie from a friend. That's it. From the internet, yeah. I know him. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He's like yay tall, yay wide, yay from Yayville, Virginia. Totally not made up extra state that we just happen to get all of a sudden. You can 100% fact check me right now on Wikipedia. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm not adding something in Wikipedia. It's crazy. Anyway, no, okay, now you can go Wikipedia. I will not be surprised if the Steam machine is the cheapest thing that you can get right now out of a console. And I will say this. That will be very funny because people were talking about it. And no one's going to want a PlayStation 6 all that much. I mean, people are going to probably stick with the PlayStations that they have unless they say, hey, you want to play these new games? You're going to have to get a new console. Next generation, my guy. And you ain't going to like it. Yeah, that's why I moved over to Steam. And again, as I said, some indie devs, I don't know, they look like some of them are looking into putting in, like, again, not all of them. They're putting in controller support. I'm just saying, you know, like they're looking at that because the Steam machine. They're like, hey, there's more people coming in. You should probably, you know, like branch out a bit. I mean, that's pretty good. But you think that's probably like the only thing you have to deal with right now from Sony, right? Wrong. Yeah. As for Pyro Nation, as also as also shown this many times, and with all the stuff going on and yada yada yada. Sony has confirmed that the PlayStation Video user will lose, or users will. I don't know why you put that together, but the users will lose access to more than 500. Yes, I said 500 purchased movies and TV series title after its licensing agreement with Studio Canal ends. The affected libraries will include films like Terminator 2, Rambo, Apocalypse Now, Hot Fuzz, never heard of Hot Fuzz, and Moonlight, along with many other TV series and seasons. Sony says the content will no longer be available to watch once the license expires. Even if you're a customer who bought it through PlayStation Video, you will own nothing. Meaning you don't own anything digitally. And the only way you can do that is if you buy the fucking hard copy. But wait, hang on. I just checked right now. They don't want that. They don't want to have you to own a physical copy of your games. Or movies now. Oh no. Yeah, we're kind of fucked right now. Sony's really like just like really living up to that. Like you don't own anything anymore. Your games, your movies, your TV series. You know what? Your PlayStation underwear, give me that back. Yeah, fucking disgusting whore. You don't own anything. Look at that. It expired. Get out of here. Buy another pair of underwear, you disgusting fucking whore. Yeah, that's right. Go. That's right. Buy another PlayStation underwear. Dude, I swear to God, I know for a fact that this has to be a fucking joke right here. Nah, this is like a very delayed April Fool's joke from Sony. It has to be. You know what? We're getting a Destiny 3. You know what? Yeah, we're harvesting games. They're not canceling library. You know what? The price of the console's not going up. You know what? There's no such thing as like elves. You know, like what is an elf? You know, like there's no such thing as those. Those are like monsters or whatever. You know, they're like whatevs. Like I never even I what the fuck is an elf? You know, I don't even know anymore. Am I slightly crashing out? Possibly. Only because I own some stuff on the on PlayStation Video. That's the other reason why I'm a little bit pissed right now. I don't know. Like so far as I've seen, like every and guess Valve is also included in this because the console and not people don't like it too. But you know, to be fair, prices of stuff been going up. But the way how they're handling it, not the best. Not the best. Primarily Xbox and Sony right now. Are primarily them. The fact is, you're still gonna have to pay, like, you know, if you don't have a console, you're still gonna have to get that just to play GTA 6, and that's probably again a little conspiracy theory. I think that's why they raised it up because wait, GTA 6 is coming out. Oh man, these fucking PC peasants right here, man, we're gonna milk so much fucking money from them. But like, man, these guys are gonna want to play it like day one. Man, oh man, we're gonna be swimming in money. Holy shit! I honestly will not be surprised if that's also another reason on why they raised the prices. Just because they know people on PC and Steam, they're going to be like, "Hey, I wanna play GTA 6. Oh wait, it's not on Steam, and I can't go on the Xbox Pass thing on my PC too, and I need an actual Xbox." I honestly feel like some people may pirate it. Honest to God, I honestly feel like people pirate it. And yes, it may be from those sites that are like, my mouse is moving on its own now all of a sudden. Why is it going next to my banking information? That's strange. I'm constantly fighting it. Sony is really fucking fumbling the ball as of late. But then again, as I said earlier, Xbox too. But it's just like, I don't know, like as a whole for like gaming wise, when it comes to like the hardware and stuff like that, it's not been good. It's like been the worst thing I've ever seen in like the whole time. that I've been playing video games and all that sorts of stuff, and I always looked forward to like, hey, like, oh boy, I can't see what the next generation of tech they're going to be adding into like PCs and stuff like that. Oh man, I wonder what they're going to be adding in for like consoles in the next, Xbox 720 or and the PlayStation 69. Holy shit. It's just I've always looked forward to that, and it's always like, okay, there's a slight price increase with every hardware. It's like it makes sense, because more stuff got put in. But man, holy shit! Like the way how, and especially with PlayStation Video, it's this is just getting ridiculous. The fucking fumbles, and I can see why people are like, especially right now with Sony, with how they've been fucking fumbling the ball really fucking hard, like so bad that I can't even describe it in words. It's that bad. I will not be surprised if people are protesting on Sony, like as of right now, when this gets posted on YouTube, when it's been cut down and finalized in a more shorter, condensed version. Honest to God. Now we're on a little bit of a segment that I call a Meanwhile on the Internet, which isn't the stuff that we're not really going to talk about all that much. Or to the main part of the Sunday Talk. And this is the stuff I was like, hey, you know what? This is interesting. You should guys like, did you guys see this shit right here? Look at that. Fucking cool, right? I don't know. This Meanwhile on the Internet. Meanwhile on the Internet. Movie scenes in cinema. The Toy Story has made a little prop machine right there. For the new Toy Story that got released, and I kind of like that. That's actually pretty cool. You close it, and then they just come up and start dancing, and then bam, you kind of saw like Buzz Lightyear still move right there. That's actually really fucking cool. I mean, that is actually fucking cool. I that right there, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I like it. I do like Toy Story, though I still think they should have stopped at. I think Toy Story like 4 was like one where Andy's like all grown up and stuff like that. I felt like that was a good end, my opinion. I think it was Toy Story 3. Was it Toy Story 3? Yeah. I don't even know. I just know they like milking stuff that people loved. To the point where it's just fucking bones. But either way, I thought this was pretty cool. And showing this to like younger Sin when he was like 10 or younger, my mind would have been blown. Meanwhile, on the Internet, Steam controller owner Ray Foss has created a website that uses the internal vibration of the motor to make his controller walk to his charging puck. Actually, that right there. If you're, hey, look, you know what? I know you're lazy to put that back on the little charging rack, but you want to know what? Why don't we burn a little bit of battery? Just to get you back in that charging puck. I don't know. I thought that's pretty cool. That might be a very good idea. I like that. You know what? We should probably do this once I get my Steam controller. In the year of 2055, I will finally get the notification from Steam saying I have the authority from like the Steam higher ups, the gods of Steam, I guess, where I can actually buy a Steam controller. And I'm just fucking dead. I'm just fucking dead right there. Just like the lion had too much stuff that he should not have had. Your license did something stupid. Meanwhile, on the Internet, Pokemon is celebrating its 30th anniversary with a new G-Shock watch. It uses a Pikachu's tail to tell time and features 30 Pokemon on the watch strap, and it comes in a Pokemon or Pokeball case. I kind of like it. It looks really cool. It also has on the Pokeball, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. Let's do a little bit of an enhance. Look what it's got right there. Yeah, it's got all the starters from every region that you have played on. Will I buy this? Maybe. Will it cost me my kidney? Stay tuned. With new updates on is Sin gonna get rid of one of his kidneys just to get all the cool shit? Possibly. Meanwhile, on the Internet, from discussing films, a first look at pod racing sequence in the new game of Star Wars: The Galactic Racer. It does look really cool. This is like, I mean, for those that did not know, from like one of the Star Wars movies right there, the pod racing thing. Oh yeah, it's even got like, yeah, it's got destruction mechanics. It looks cool. They got first person view. Dude, that looks so fucking sick. Man, if this is multiplayer, holy shit, I want to actually just collab with some of my friends, or just do like an offline collab and be like, guys, guess what we're doing? We're pod racing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. We're pod racing now, motherfuckers. And then just like, I just blow up and die in the next like 15 seconds of the race starting. Knowing my luck, I can name 2 individuals that I know may do that just for shits and giggles. They know who they are. Maybe 3, actually. But either way, I thought this was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this. Meanwhile, on the internet, Cinemark, yes, Cinemark, the very notorious Cinemark, for reasons being known that unfortunately I hate, has unveiled a new Spider-Man popcorn bucket theme for the new Spider-Man movie. It's going. Damn. That design. It looks very. How dare they do this? I will not. Yes. I want to eat my popcorn in the spider coom. Yes. Yes. You know what? Extra flavoring. You know what? Chat? Extra protein. Extra protein. You know what? Extra protein's good for you guys. You know what? Like, you guys, what? You don't like it? Come on. I hate that. See, like, this is why I said notorious. For reasons, again, they always have something. I do like the hammer, though, that they put in. When they had, like, hey, look at this cool Thor hammer popcorn bucket. I'm like, cool. And then they were like, check out this, like, shield that also doubles as a popcorn bucket. And I'm like, whoa. And then look at this sword. It can cut through anything and anyone. And you know what? It can double as a popcorn bucket. Dude, they always do that shit. And now they got like a glove that has spider coom, and now it's a popcorn bucket. I thank you. You know what? That's the one thing they have consistent. They always have something that can be turned into a weapon, or just questions your sanity and makes you question also, why did I need this? Did I really need this? No, I didn't need this. I don't care what anyone else says. It's internet that's wrong. I definitely needed Spider Coom in my life. But that will conclude everything on the Sinday Talk that we have covered this week. All the highs, all the lows, all the stuff that is just, well, prices going up, and you know, I kind of hate it, but it is what it is. I don't like it though. We're not saying that ever again. But if you guys happen to have anything at all that has popped up on your timeline for that week, feel free to tag me on any of my 3 socials, such as Blue Sky, Twitter, or Threads. You can also join in Discord, which is free, by the way, and you will get any news updates that I'm not able to be on, unfortunately, because XYZ reasons, or like little bits of collabs that we may be going into the future. Especially, we have some community nights coming out, so if you want to make some new friends, watch some movies, play some video games together, feel free to join in. Without that, with that out the way, have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta.
Always in the